boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for? How y'all doing?
I said, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Welcome.
Welcome.
I say welcome now
And welcome.
to another edition. Cutting up
With your boy.
Elroy
And the D in the place to be.
and our boy
C
Murder.
Yeah.
What's happening?
How you doing, my boy?
My boy.
Yes, sir.
Man, how's everybody's weekend been?
Man, all is well as all, my boy.
I've had a blessed week. I've had a bad weekend when it comes to sports, but
No, you can
if
just
them
say
girls lose tonight,
you had an interesting weekend. I'm not gonna say it was bad.
if them girls lose tonight,
What time they play?
I'm gonna be smiling from the ear to ear like nothing bad really happened in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it's a weather delay right now. The Cowgirls are about to play the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they have a storm from Hella coming up
Helena.
there. Well, you know what I'm saying? And they
That thing still
paused
rolling.
it. Yeah, they paused for the calls right now. They had lightning in the area, so the NFL said we're gonna pump the brakes.
That ain't weird.
You know
No,
what I'm
am I the only one thinking that's weird?
Well, it's going straight up.
Bro, it's
you know
supposed
what
to be dead. It's a hurricane. It's supposed to get slower.
it's just the after effects, because they were saying, like, you know, it goes up so far, and the way the wind is,
Okay.
it swirls or stops, you know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, tell me
I don't
something.
know. I just know, like, once it hit the Gulf, it didn't even really hit other than the lower part of Alabama, you know what I'm saying?
It really, part of Alabama, small
it
portion
really
of
hit
Georgia.
the eastern part of Alabama the hardest,
In the
and
west-
Georgia.
Eastern part of
And the western part of Georgia. That's
Eastern
what it hit
part
the
of
hardest. It was going straight up.
in the eastern part of Tennessee, and I want to say the western part of North Carolina.
Yeah, the Carolinas got hit.
Carolina got hit hard.
Yeah, there's another one on the way.
Yep.
Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
They just did a
Track
evacuation.
for real, same track.
Some similar. I'm not 100%.
We might have us a winner this year, y'all, with all these hurricanes. Because
possible.
technically, that's the only thing that changes our weather around here. So it might be a little cold for the classic, y'all. We might have to put on some jackets for the first time in a long time.
Man, stop, boy. It's gonna be raining like it always is.
I rebuke that. You know
Yeah, I know you don't want to hear that.
Hell nah.
That
you
rain
know,
is
I'ma be out there.
detriment.
You know.
Yeah.
But man,
Let's get into it, man.
they gonna get into
What
it,
you
man.
got? What you want?
Let's just.
Where
let's
you
just
want to go, my boy?
Let me just go on first and foremost. Talk about what I know. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Okay.
see, I saw a little. No. Let's start it off right. The first game of the day, Saturday, was the 11 o'clock game, which was because we watched it, and it was a blowout. I don't know even why it was on TV.
Texas A&M.
No, that was the 2:30 game.
What we was watching?
No, it was Texas A&M. You right, bro.
I was there.
I see. I still got a concussion, y'all.
Yeah, he
But
got
yeah,
beat
it
in the
was
head.
Texas A&M, and cause they played at Texas A&M, and they destroyed them, and it really was Missouri, yeah. Overhyped Mizzou.
Yeah, which has always been traditional. They've been like that for the last 5 years, though.
Yeah, so you know, Mizzou, they did what they usually do. They came up in there, overrated and anxious, and you know, to me now, I don't think that they have the defense that there have been proclaimed to have, and they have a great wide receiver, but
Burden.
Yeah,
Burden.
But everybody else is kind of shaky, and I don't think they're consistent when it comes to trying to run the rock. You know what I'm saying?
I just think they're just athletically deficient. I think they're good in certain places. I think they have a good scheme that can boggle you and kind of slow you down a little bit. And also they have a great player, which is Burton. But I don't think they're having a dynamic athletes that really make impacts on games. You know what I mean? That's why they didn't make nobody make an impact on that game from the start of that snap.
For sure.
From the snap, you knew Texas A&M was going to win that game.
Because of the way they came out and just straight up dominated.
It wasn't even close. You know what I mean?
Now, not cutting you off, but let's move on to what I really want to talk about, what I know, what I watched from start to finish, since you said something about being dominated from start to finish.
Okay.
My boys.
Who that?
My boys. Who I love so dearly, who I have a first cousin no, not a first cousin. He's my second cousin because he's my mom's first cousin. But he played up under the bat. You know, that's all I know is Alabama football. You dig? Like the family school is Alabama and Alabama A&M University. And both of my teams, both of my college teams,
man, the whole state of Alabama
got their ass destroyed.
Bro, no, bro. The whole state of Alabama, bro. This who all lost in Alabama. Alabama lost. Auburn lost. UAB lost. State lost. A&M lost. Jack State lost. I think UNA lost.
Bama State lost the family.
Yes, boy, 45-18 or some shit.
So Bama State not only lost the game, but they also got their ass whooped with the band.
Across the board.
God damn.
Clean sweep. Bama, but the state of Alabama was in crisis in this football yesterday, bro. We lost everything. Only nigga might have won the game.
I've never seen that.
I ain't never seen that happen where every state that played that they lost.
Now going back to my team. Now, A&M got their air whooped. They didn't show up. I mean, the only somebody that showed up was the band. You know what I'm saying?
And they was halfway on the field.
Chill out now. The band did their job. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. I do follow.
Team.
I did follow a page, so I was able to see it. So
the band is what it is now.
I rock with you.
The football team is off and on. I don't know what the fuck going on.
We do know that, bro. It's all coaching up there, bro. We're not even gonna go there.
All right.
We just all coaching up there.
Church, we're gonna leave that.
We already know that.
But when it comes to the University of Alabama, I know this, you know, it's to be expected. We got a new coach. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, I have a lot of problems with what went down this past Saturday evening. First and foremost, my offense got to a very slow, sluggish start, like they had been sipping on lean all night. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was riding around them charges, them Hellcats, man. You better tell them apart.
They was in Nashville, so they went down there and they
Okay,
but either way it go. The offense got a very, very, very slow start. Jalen Miro threw a pick six. Regardless if it was deflected, it popped up in there.
I ain't gonna give him that one.
But it's still on him. It's still on him.
It's in the stat column, but I ain't gonna give it to him. I ain't gonna give him that one. Because they couldn't win anywhere.
When it comes to my offense, we have become a one-trick pony. We aren't Alabama anymore.
I think you got two tricks.
We don't have... No. We can't run the ball whatsoever.
Right.
And people have come to the point where they're saying, you know what? Not only are we going to load the box to stop the run, we're going to load the box to stop Jalen Miro from hitting the outside. So now it become, all right, we just going to pass, and the only time we get any type of rushing yards is if ain't nobody open and Miro can get out and get right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I don't even see us throwing short intermediate routes that often. It's all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like the tight end, they've been hitting him 5-10 yards here and there. You know what I'm saying? Bernard, 5-10 yards. They've been throwing to him a little bit more deeper, too, due to the fact that Kendrick Law got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And hadn't played in the last 2 games. But when it comes to the main thing that makes an Alabama team what it is, the same thing that makes an Auburn team what it is. That's one thing that you have to do, Mr. Kelan DeBoer. You got to be able to run the ball down somebody's throat when you need to. I don't give a damn if they know what the play is, what the count is. It don't matter. This is Alabama football. Stop me, chump. You understand? Ain't none of that. No, it's just all pretty boy football. We're turning into Oregon or the South, and I can't stand it. Because this is the thing that made me so nervous and scared about spread teams. There's only one coach and two teams, and both teams have been coached by this one guy. Urban Meyer. The only team that you can honestly really think of that was day in, day out, every season, competing for a national championship, and you said they offense and defense were top team. My defense can't stop a running nose. Like, we lost to Vanderbilt, and I'm not saying Vanderbilt is a bad team. They're very good. They're very good, man. They're good. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to be competing, but I'm just saying this Vanderbilt team is going to win probably more games than it has won. No. This Vanderbilt team has the possibilities of winning more games that it has won in a while. Because that game now, let's just say this. When people beat Alabama, it's a momentum builder. Johnny Manziel won the Heisman because he beat Alabama. Yep. Ain't did shit else that year. I think they lost about 2 games that year, 3 games. But it's just his play for that season, his play against Alabama catapulted him. I'm not saying that they are D. I'm just saying that Vanderbilt has a chance to grow as a program because of this win.
Do you disagree that it's a momentum builder?
Hell motherfucking yeah. Okay, let me say this. I'm not gonna say
he might be changing.
I'm not gonna say I disagree. But what I'm gonna say is this:
man, they whooped our ass from start to finish, man.
Let me say this:
in the trenches where it counts, we couldn't stop them, and we had problems scoring on them.
Right. And let me say this: I told you this shit last week. I said, your team got 2 tricks. They pretty good. Jalen Monroe and his legs in 3rd and 15, and Ryan Williams on the sideline. I'm going to call him Twinkle Toe Williams. I don't call him Hollywood. I call him Twinkle Toe because that motherfucker do some things on them sideline. I got to give it to him. I ain't going to take nothing from him. But what I said was this. I tell you one thing I said, you go back and watch it. I said, if anybody can corral his legs, that's it. I don't care about him throwing because he's never going to throw enough yards. I don't care what you say. He threw for 300, but he didn't run for 100. Last week against Georgia, he threw for 370, 2 touchdowns, but he also ran 16 for 117.
He ran 2 touchdowns.
And ran 2 touchdowns. That's what brought you back. Them runs from him up them legs up that sideline, and them bombs he was dropping off to Twinkle Toe.
Well, the thing...
Bro, they had the ball 42 minutes. You ain't had the ball for 17 minutes in the game.
But that's what I'm saying, though. At the end of the day, they kept my offense off the field. My defense can't stop them.
Y'all can't stop the run.
You know what I'm saying? We can't stop
nobody.
Look.
Everybody ran for 200.
Georgia did that shit. And I said, look, bro, we're going to have problems with teams trying to play ball control and keeping our high-power offense off the field.
Bro, I'm going to say this. We can't call you can say it because you have.
It can be a wake-up call, too.
I can't call it. I'm going to put 2 people.
Wait.
2 people I'm put in the same place. Y'all in Tennessee.
Hold on. Let me ask you this before you get too deep. Because this is the thing that baffled me, though, D. Seriously. Now, they're just talking football now. Don't stab me because you goddamn got a chance to.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm going to say this. You remember when I pulled up on the phone when you was on the phone in the parking lot? I was talking to a Bama fan then. Okay. So I ain't coming to stab. We come to talk today.
Okay, but
I'm with you. What you got?
My thing is this. Do you think it's the fact of the matter that by them being as young as they are and Kelan DeBoer himself not knowing that he's the hunted now? See, when he was at Washington, he was the hunter. He was trying to make a name for himself and the University of Washington. Now you at Big Bad Bama, Nick Saban gone, and everybody is gunning at you.
He gotta know that. There's no way for him being in the position at the school. He gotta know that.
But see, what I'm saying it did though, it's a difference in knowing something and really finding out. You understand what I'm saying?
He figured it out.
Like he heard how tough it was to play in the SEC, but he really didn't know until he actually got into SEC play.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to play in the SEC because we win everything. You know, that's the cream of the crop.
But that's the thing.
He found out last week.
Knowing something and going through what somebody then tried to tell you about is two different things.
Yeah, you gotta
being able to experience that shit, like people fold under pressure. Like you can talk to somebody, console them, prep them for whatever it is that they finna go through. You know what I'm saying? Or they might have an idea of what they finna go through until they actually do it.
Okay, so
I went to the gym. Not trying to cut you off, just giving you an example. I started working out with a trainer. And I've been working out all this time. You feel me? Like, I think I know a little bit about what working out is. But when I work with this guy worked me harder than I've been working.
Right.
So it's like everybody kept saying, all right, now get yourself together. Make sure you done ate. Make sure you good now. Because, when you working yourself, you pace yourself different than when somebody is working with you and they over you and they commanding you to bring out your best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, I thought I could handle it until I went through that shit and I was wringing wet and my legs went to buckling and hurting and shit. Yeah. It's a difference when you actually got an idea until you go through it. You know what I'm saying, D?
I'm gonna totally disagree. The only reason I'm gonna totally disagree is this, bro. Bro, you go, and the reason why I'm gonna say that is this, bro. You walking into Alabama, bro. We're not gonna act like what we're gonna not do is dumb down what Alabama is and has been over this last
I'm not
decade or
dumbing
two.
It down, but it's
so
just
how
the fact that this man.
I'm not saying he felt it and could truly understand it, but he got to understand he's the hunted. When you walk in, I'm gonna give you an example. All right, let's say if you walk in, hold on, not to cut you out. Let me finish mine.
Go ahead.
Give you my example.
You right.
All right, say you going to jail cell, right? All right, you going to jail. You just found out the big dog come out. You see the big dog. The first person you gotta go is you gotta go take out the big dog. You go and take out the big dog and become the big dog. Who you hunting now? Who getting hunted now? You know you are the hunted. Because you have assumed a certain position.
I feel
you see what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
Now, knowing what it actually feels to be hunted in that position, he probably don't know. But he has to know that he will be in the top 5 hunted people in college football when it comes to coaches and being one. That's all I'm saying.
I feel what you're saying.
What I'm saying.
But then, too, though, that shit can get flipped, too, because of other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to the University of Alabama, right? And you look at the facilities and you look at the fact of the matter that, okay, I was able to go to the playoffs. As a matter of fact, the national championship game with a bunch of 3 and 4 stars and a couple of 5s. But, or you say 0?
No stars.
Okay. But then you go to Alabama and you might think that you got an idea that you finna become the hunted and, all the eyes on you and there's more pressure on you and all that. But then you start to look at the facilities and you go to comparing them to where you come from. You go to looking at the players and go to comparing them where you come from. And then next thing you know, you start thinking a little different. Well, maybe I can, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it won't be because, half the team is 4 and 5 stars instead of 3 and 4 stars. It's a difference because now you're thinking it might be a little easier.
We can't do.
Because I got better product. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it might not be hard to sell this dope because I got the best dope.
But
it might not be hard to make money because I got the plug and ain't got no middleman.
But you can't look at it like this, though.
Until you get out there on them streets.
But over there in Washington, he wasn't playing against no good dope neither. I don't give a damn what he had on his team. It really still wasn't all that. Baby, when you came over here, you had good dope, but it wasn't good dope next to you too, my boy. So that shop next to you, it jumping just hard as you do.
What I'm saying, though, D, but when you go up against teams like a Georgia and beat them, and you know what I'm saying?
But the way you beat them, though.
That, I can't hang with these boys. You understand what I'm saying?
But like, in that way, that should have looked at, to me, I don't think he should have looked at it as a positive, bro. Because you get up 28 points on somebody, bro, I don't give a damn what you see. You shouldn't have fucking lost the lead at no point.
I'm not talking about when he was at Bama, G. I'm talking about when he was like at a Washington and he played against Texas or whoever it was. I think he played Georgia one year.
They got their ass whooped by Georgia and Texas.
Oh, no, they beat somebody. They beat Michigan.
They beat Michigan.
That's what that was.
They ain't beat nobody else.
They did beat somebody. I knew they beat somebody in the top 4, what I'm saying.
Problem was I told you this when y'all got it. I said, don't bring that Midwest, Big 10, 5 wide, single quarterback. Big 12, Pac-12, it's all over that West Coast.
Yeah, you
do not bring that over here in the SEC and think it's gonna win.
Yeah,
you went from being Bama, single back, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, run the ball, stop me, till 3rd and 3, 5 wide quarterback. Let's see what we gonna do. Your back end is the worst part of it because you'll get great corners, but you'll stick them in a zone, and now they're just looking at trying to just guard a space. You gonna roll the safety down, but if he don't get back over the top, you're getting crushed.
And see, my thing is this. That was another thing I didn't understand. If you playing against a team that running a spread option,
and they weren't kind of running a spread. They were running like a tight army slash move because they were doing everything close. So, everything was close.
So if that's the case, why are you running a zone? Why you not running man and just stay? You know what I'm saying?
Like, the reason why you can't play man on that because everybody back gonna turn. And you're going to lose containment on the quarterback. Because you playing man, if I run everything off and them cornerbacks running what they win, man, he out. He out. You gotta play assignment football then. You know what I mean? This man gotta be in this pure communication. And that stuff you don't really learn. That's why we kind of always get y'all here with the Nick Marshalls and the Cam Newtons. And, you know what I'm saying?
I remember
because of that type of offense. You know what I'm saying?
I remember off the top you saying that
from the Johnny Manziels.
It was one specific play against Auburn where Nick Marshall held on to the ball.
To the last second.
Because we thought they crossed the line of scrimmage.
And we dumped that ball off the Sammy Coast.
And it went right over my corner head because his back was turned looking at, Nick Marshall.
And that's the thing. That's why I said when you doing it like that, you got to be then played that team. You didn't have because they new offense. You ain't really have a whole bunch of tape on them. And I think it was a trap game, anything, because I think from all the build up from the Georgia game, the letdown from this game, you walked into that game. I think what you said, you walked into that game like, you know what, man, we Bama, this Vanderbilt.
Exactly.
All right, we ain't even worried about this shit.
And they got that haymaker in the first quarter, and they were dazed the rest of the game.
Good, listen, I'm watching us get our ass destroyed. Check it out. I got pissed after we couldn't score, so I think it had got to like 21-3 or something like that, right? So I hadn't even seen y'all score, period.
Okay, jump to that then. Jump to that since you done brought it up, you know what I'm saying? Let's move into that. Like, what's your synopsis on what went down with y'all? I mean, we already know y'all just don't have enough offense and the defense got tired, but
defense can't keep it. Well, we could keep it. It
was a very, very close game for at least 3 quarters.
Man. You know what I'm saying? It was competitive, which I expected it to be. You know what I'm saying? Oldest rivalry in the South,
man, because I hate Georgia.
But
I hate everything about them motherfuckers, man, because they be around here woofing like they really good.
But after them 2 championships, they got to do it, though. They going to do it, though.
But 2 good years? Like, y'all bitches ain't got but 3 championships, but y'all around here woofing like y'all got more than a lot of folk. Y'all, come on,
Now, the only reason they woof at y'all, because they can woof at everybody else, because in 4 years, they only lost 2 games, and they were both to y'all. That's the only thing they can woof at y'all, because y'all beat them. But they don't lose to nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
They
but y'all.
One time in like 6-7 tries, bro.
But they consistently, what I will say, they're not powerful. I don't think they are, overstanding, but I think they're consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're becoming a consistent, because Georgia has become the consistent state where the talent coming out of. And I told y'all, if Kirby Smart can put a gate around Georgia, you're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to deal with them. You know what I mean? You got to deal with them. They ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. But
back to Auburn's trash.
Yeah.
The only thing about it, I ain't gonna even call them trash. It's just that The scariest thing about it is how the Hugh Freeze get to this point where you're telling me you don't have anything past those two guys that you would put on the field to make us look reputable. We got 4 quarterbacks on the roster.
Because.
Come on, man.
Because they didn't want to spend that NIL money to go and get a quarterback.
But it's just like y'all, though, because I got a running back, run the ball 12 times, getting down and averaging 7 yards a carry, but you don't give him the ball. Same thing. We done turned into throwing the same shit you was talking about with y'all. We done turned into the same thing. Because now the NIL, with the NIL, that's what it's basically turned into. It's a throwing man league. You don't really see, all the person running the ball, boys, the state look like it.
Well, I just didn't see you as a Keglar fan.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just wouldn't have never guessed that one, though. But yeah.
But off them chumps, man. Now, I didn't like to see the UAB thing. So did y'all see that game?
I did not.
Bro.
I know they were getting their ass.
They got 71-20.
Yeah, the last I heard it was like 30-3 at halftime.
Tulane.
Yeah.
Bro, did y'all see the screen, that sky shot from the game and how many fucking people was there? Man, I swear to God, bro, it couldn't have been 500 people at that game.
Hey, man.
But you go check the stats. The stats tell you 19,000. But ain't no way 19,000 people in there before that, bro.
You know why?
On God.
Because UAB ain't shit, and what they're
bro,
doing.
Ain't 19,000. I'm gonna put it up.
No, what they do is this.
Hey, they bought them and they just bought the tickets.
They buy the tickets up and they put out there that is that number because of the tickets sold instead of doing like others do and counting how many tickets go through the gate. That's what they do. And see, it's a damn shame.
Well, you telling me that ain't 19,000, bro?
It's a damn shame.
I done seen 19,000 people up there at a Stallion game, bro. That ain't 19,000, gang.
And see, that's why I'm mad at that. That's why I'm mad at the situation.
That ain't 19,000, bro.
You motherfuckers sit up there and have us pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the taxpayers.
Yeah.
And then you want to put your name on it big and pretty, home of the Blazers.
Bro, they should get them tickets free like they were getting them back in the day.
Sell it out.
Yeah.
But they need to go back to getting them free like they was when UAB.
No, fuck UAB. What they need to do is take UAB off that stadium and just say Progressive Stadium and find a way where they can have other games played there. Because it's obvious that they cannot. The only time UAB has had a respectable crowd is when A&M came. And that's because it was a whole bunch of A&M folk there.
No, I'm going to give you one more.
The game opener when when Hugh Freeze came with Liberty and they brought Malik Willis, that was a good one.
No, and they played Tulane that same year. Because that when they had the other coach.
Other than that, the only time that stadium been sold out is for the Birmingham Bowl. And the number one Birmingham Bowl was when Auburn came and they played Houston. Hell, I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the next one when they played Memphis. Because they played Memphis the next year. Auburn played Memphis again the next year in the same game.
Like UAB ain't doing shit, man.
And they don't play no other game, bro. I'm talking about the only thing they ever had in there. Only thing I done heard them had in there was the damn Garth Brooks fucking concert.
UAB needs to be playing at Lawson Field. But my thing is this: you being cheap.
Yeah,
like you could have bought your own stadium and found a way somewhere to put it close to you.
Like that Parker and Carrollton game, that national game, that game should have been at Progressive Stadium, bro. That game should have been at Parker.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about we want to have a school on there.
But the word was
they wanted to have a school on the TV.
No. ESPN
wanted to have a school on the TV.
Right, not Parker.
No, it wasn't Parker. They had nothing to do with Parker. ESPN wanted to have a historical school on the actual TV. So I ain't mad at that.
They could have had.
They should have showed the school.
They should have had that bitch lit up. Football stadium lit up. Baseball stadium lit up.
Have a drone or something all over it.
Slide over that bitch and show Parker.
Go over there, had interview with some of the teachers, interview with some of the students during the day.
And even if you didn't want to have it at Protective, they should have had it at Legion Field. Either way it go.
Man, we gotta. But I say this, man, we gotta be able to showcase that Protective, bro. We can't keep. Now I love Legion Field. We do. We know classic. But, bro, we know that is some of the most dinosaur shit to sit folks there watching the game, bro. We know that.
Though, that's why I was up here saying what I was saying. But once again, when you dealing with a bunch of ignorant, uneducated niggas that just want to motherfucking get drunk, high, and party, you're not gonna get what you supposed to get. See, everybody want to turn the Magic City Classic into the biggest black tailgating party ever.
It is.
And it is.
It actually is.
But at the end of the day, my brother, to all y'all Negroes that go out there to tailgate and don't buy a ticket, you understand what I'm saying? You're not helping out Alabama State and Alabama A&M universities. You're not helping them.
Well, the people who buy the spots are.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't even think they are.
No, they get a percentage. They get a percentage. They get a percentage.
They do?
Yeah.
The school get a percentage?
School they get a percentage. Yeah,
Tell me something.
That was the reason for the uptick and the up hike in the price.
Okay.
That was the reason. You know what I mean? So yeah, they do get a percentage. That's what it is. So that's why I say the people who buy the spots are, but the people who just attending the spots.
That's a damn shame.
You know what I mean? So that's just the honest part.
Hopefully, y'all will think that shit is too high now. And
how much is a ticket to the game though? I ain't gonna lie.
$25 general admission. $25. And to be honest, the only people that trip over the tickets be the people that sit on the 40, the 50, and buy the band.
Because they want to sit in their spot.
And buy the band.
Right.
But other than that, you understand, the only, like, from end zone to end zone on each side be full, but only one end zone is full all the way. And that's the end zone in between the actual bands. You feel
the one on the far end.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other end will get full if both teams are good.
You talking about on the back end from where you come in at the top?
By the flagpole.
Okay. Because I know this side always going to be full because everybody want to come down and get off into the back when the bands come out because they going to do their little band thing in front of each other and they get in the bus and everything. So that's why everybody want to get in the back. So I just think that, bro...
But going back, before you say that, I know that people have a problem because they say it ain't gonna be no parking, ain't gonna be nowhere to tailgate, but we gotta find a way to have the Classic played at protected. Because at the end of the day, it'll be sold out, and it's for the best when it comes to the people who are actually going to the game itself to actually enjoy the game as well as the bands. Now, if y'all Negroes want to tailgate and kick it, party, etc., y'all can go down there to Legion Field and do all that, and then, you know, they can do like they do in all other major cities. You can have Uber rides.
Yeah, remember we talked to Funny Man. We said
you can have.
Yeah, when we talked to Funny Man, we were talking about the same thing where you could just still have a tailgate there and just shuttle anybody back and forth.
See, Birmingham, y'all got to look at the big picture. Like, we know that it usually doesn't get cold that often for the Classic that often now. You usually don't get cold around this area to about Thanksgiving, maybe after. You know what I'm saying?
You look
Black
like
Friday.
December, January.
All right. So, be that as it may, we got to keep in mind this time next year, y'all, not only are we going to have the Magic City Classic and Uptown and all that jumping because of the Ricky Smiley morning show, the parade and all that, but we also got to keep in mind that they're fixing to open up this new amphitheater. And I'm quite sure they're going to have concerts out there at that amphitheater up the street.
What about?
It's up the street. It's where the Caraway Hospital used to be.
Oh, okay. Not
you know
so it's in
just
Caraway
think
spot.
about if that whole strip is open where you can walk, drink, you know what I'm saying, kick it. Yep. You have concerts at the amphitheater. You got Uptown with all the restaurants. You got down.
But let me tell you something.
It'll be just like they do
you talking about
for the bowl game.
You talking about from Caraway to that motherfucking stadium?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. What I'm saying is,
what they done up that side?
It's walkable, but
that's what I'm gonna say.
But I'm just saying,
if you start implementing the shuttle,
if you implement the shuttle, after you implement a shuttle, if you implement rolling units, you know what I mean, like overlapping units, you know what I mean, with presence, you know what I mean. You got to show because especially if you want, because they got. I'm gonna tell you what we got to do. We got to get to this shit. Like I know y'all have been to not Bourbon Street, damn that shit, but Beale Street.
Yeah.
But you ain't really want to fuck. They do, but you don't really want local motherfucker ain't gonna want to fuck around right now. Because some nights when you go on Beale Street, you literally had to get frisked before you go to Beale Street.
Right.
Like they literally funnel you into a line.
Every Friday and
Saturday night. You can't just walk in.
No.
You got to go in.
Sunday night they let you walk in.
Yeah, Sunday and all during the week and during the daytime.
Right.
You can just walk in. But any other time, it funnels you into a line. Everybody gets searched before you go down there.
What you mean?
No, they frisk you like you going into a football game.
Yeah, so
you ain't getting up there, period.
Off, right?
Blocked off, police everywhere.
At every end of Beale Street.
Okay.
So it be a
blockades out.
And they have a whole bunch of people, so when you get ready
police
to walk,
on the little segways.
Okay.
So you can't walk through because you're going to see police on segways, police walking, police on the bike, police on horses.
With no gun
you can't just walk up in there. You know?
And they got it now where, just say for instance, it's summertime and it's hot and you walking around with a white beat on, they not letting you come in some of them bars. Like,
period, bro. You gotta have a shirt with a polo on or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Or either like they'll let me in like this.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But be that as it may, you know, at the
they need to step up to something like that.
Right.
If you step up to something like that.
I see my thing is this. Niggas spend too much money around the city of Birmingham that week. Not that weekend, but that week. Yeah. Like, niggas going to get new outfits.
Yeah.
It's an event every day.
Oh, bro, them outfits bought. Listen, them outfits bought now. It's October. Niggas get haircuts.
And I'm telling you what I know. Niggas get haircuts twice a week that week.
Yeah. He lying. Nigga go get a haircut too. Cause nigga get a haircut too. Then they go to the pack.
And then come back down and come back
or
vice versa.
Like that.
Like for real though.
Like that.
Niggas renting cars. Niggas buying cars.
Party buses.
You know what I'm saying? Party buses. Like everything. You go to the club and just say, for instance, a nigga come through there and do a little mini concert. You paying at least $400 to walk in the back.
I remember Jeezy came down at the Harbor Center a few years ago. I did the valet for that. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, like...
But get what? I ain't paying that much. Get what?
I know that.
I'm gonna step in the door. Handshake, nigga. Hit to the floor. Yes, sir. Not me. I don't give a damn. They'll tell you, DD, don't do that, Fifi. Don't do that, BB.
Hey, man, we need to get together, too, that weekend. See, we talking about it.
Okay.
We need to do something live that weekend at the parade. If it's just holding up a stick, talking with the mics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We can get out in the field. For sure.
If there's a way where we can try to hit Legion Field sideline and walk and try to do
I'm
something.
off.
We need to try to get like a press pass if we can.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you and your dad got connections. You just let us know. We had to pay for them bitches. It's all good, but just where we walk on the sideline where the cheerleaders be and be able to stand in front of the band or the halftime show or whatnot, or you know what I'm saying? Like something to that degree. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we here live from the Magic City Classic, etc. I think that'll be live.
Catch me down there interviewing the sneakers. Hey,
but you know, just a thought.
Yeah.
The tailgating, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with it, bro.
Walk through, because, you know, I take off that day.
Me
That's
too.
a holiday.
I'm already look, I done already took off. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Like, I try to do that holiday like my folks did for me. Like, I take off and nieces, nephews, my kids, if they ain't doing nothing and they feel like they ain't too grown, but my kids don't like going to the game. They ain't studying that. They like the after party type thing. You know, my kids of age.
Yeah, baby, Bubba.
You know.
Look like we finna get ready to kick off in this motherfucker. Look like the goddamn storm been goddamn roll over.
Like, if you black and you stay somewhere in the United States, like,
all right, brother, ask you a question.
That's one thing that you need to like have on your bucket. Is like,
I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. And I'm gonna ask you first.
What up, though?
Give me your best classic experience, bro.
My best,
classic experience ever. From child, I don't give a damn what it was. Give me your best classic experience.
Like I say, my family. I got two. One, I think it was like 96, 97. I'm sitting in the end zone. Bama stayed up by like 6 points. I think it was like a minute and 30 seconds left in the game. And them drove by 75 yards and threw a touchdown in the back of the end zone to win the game. You know what I'm saying? But I have to also put in there that 1991, 92. Cold as a motherfucker. Cause see, I'm old enough to remember the fashion show side of it, where niggas would come out there and they leather and mink coats.
Mink coats, them mink hats, leather boots, boy.
High heels.
Them boots, them girls got them boots come all the way up
under the knee, boy. Nobody studying no motherfucking tailgate. They was just going
in the game.
Stepping, looking at
tailgate. I don't think got big until like late 90s, early 2000s, where it was all about
late
the tailgate.
90s, mid to late 90s.
Like 99, 2000, 2001.
No, around about 90. See, my folk been.
You want to say 95?
I was gonna say about 94, 95. Yeah,
I was gonna say right around in there because I feel like it was still a fashion show.
I think
it was a fashion show all the way up to my high school.
20 years.
I graduated in '98, so I think it was still a fashion show when I was in high school.
No,
shit.
No, them niggas know.
Bro, listen to me. I was in there. This when it was. Bro, I'm gonna tell you two of my. And I got two quick ones. I remember walking and being sitting all the way up at the top, bro. And you can see how everybody walking around. And you know how when you sit in the crowd and the only thing moving, if you up top, it's the people that's walking in the circle during the fashion show. Because everybody walking in the circle. Bro, I can remember one time because soon as halftime show started, bro, that whole circle stopped like a motherfucker. Wasn't nobody moving. That's one thing about when the halftime show come with the whistle blow, cause everybody sit still. It ain't a motherfucking move.
It ain't like that no more. That's why I was saying.
Back then, somebody wasn't nobody move.
You can really see the attendance because that's when everybody just really sit down.
That's when they sit down.
Yeah, because you can't stand there no more. They have people in the aisles telling them
you sit down so they can watch.
Because see, it's like be so many people, and when you stand up, you got to think about the people that are sitting towards the bottom of the upper level. Right there where the walkway, they can't see.
Right.
So they be telling them, y'all need to move. Either keep moving or y'all need to walk up on them. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it ain't like that. But 1991, 92, to me, that was, I think I witnessed the best SWAC team ever that year. Honest to God. Alabama State, in my opinion, that year of 1991 when they had Eddie Robinson and all them boys, they went undefeated, bro. They tied with Troy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you white universities or tie with them, that's saying something. You know what I'm saying?
I got to give the A&M 1 year too, because that was the year they had the boy that was on my team. Freeney and Mathis. Robert Mathis when they had it. That year they were fine. That year they were thing.
But they didn't win it.
They didn't win it. They lost in the championship.
Yeah, and I think they lost to one of them Grambling teams.
Yeah, so I will say that team that was straight. You know what I'm saying? But the Classic has become just it's kind of getting overrated now. I'm be honest with you, in so many ways because how it's been commercialized.
But that's where the money come in.
Yeah, well, but I don't think it's commercialized enough because I think it should be way more events out there, like how you'll see ESPN have events with all type of stuff all in the parking lot.
You know another thing.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's enough events.
You know another thing that I'm mad at? I'm gonna put this out there on Front Street. And I hope this shit get out there. I realize, dude, because I even talk, I know folk in the mayor's office, and I put the word in their ear. You know the little thing that they do on First Take where they be going around to
HBCU.
They only been to the SWAC one time, and that's only because Dion was at Jackson State. They be going to a lot of MEAC schools, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they going to this stuff. You gotta think about it. They gonna go to a lot of the schools they go to is some of the schools that the people on the staff went to.
Exactly.
Like they gonna go to Stephen A. School.
But my thing,
they go to Savannah State School.
Yeah.
Then they go to some of the other, what you want to say, higher echelon.
Like they
HBCU, like Hampton, Howard.
Come on, man.
And stuff like
Stephen
that.
A.
But he don't really go to like South Carolina State.
Stephen A.
Or, you know what I mean?
Stephen A. I got a bone to pick like with
that.
you.
Now, they don't do that.
How in the world could you not go to the Bayou Classic? How in the world?
And they go to the same schools every year.
How in the world have you never, ever been to the biggest black event when it comes to HBCUs in the world, which is the Magic City Classic?
We the only ones say that, though.
Did you know that? Did you know that A&M is the biggest HBCU in America right now when it comes to the amount of students that they
got
have
the double
on campus?
campuses. Yeah, they got 2 campuses.
Man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Bama State is one of these like historical HBCUs that's known worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Just like A&M. I mean, you got Jackson State. That's a perennial powerhouse in the SWAC. Southern, Grambling. I mean, Alcorn has made a name for themselves.
Yeah,
you know
they had a name for something.
Like, I'm just saying, it's a lot of good.
And they go back to the commercialism, bro.
And I think, and that's no disrespect to the MEAC. But I think the SWAC and the SEAC are more serious when it comes to football and the bands. Our bands be bigger.
Now, hold up.
And when it comes to football, I think they're more serious. Like look at South Carolina State. Look at FAMU. Look at Bethune. Look at, like I said, Grambling. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the start of time with Grambling. You can go with Southern. You know what I'm saying? Jackson State has made a name for themselves. Like,
what conference Miles in?
Who?
Miles.
SEAC.
SEAC.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, though, like, if you want to just do historical HBCUs, you got to do all of them because all of them are historical in their own little right. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at, Miles and Tuskegee. That's one of the oldest classes rivalries.
I think they did go to Tuskegee, though.
Huh?
I think they did go to Tuskegee, though.
Shit.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, look that up. But either way it go, though. You know what I'm saying? They slacking. Y'all slacking now. Y'all slacking. Y'all got to go to some more HBCUs now.
Quick question.
I'm listening.
Jump off of something totally different.
All right.
You know I got to still ask this every time.
Jump.
Now, you heard that your boy Tevin Campbell finished so Jaguar, right? So, like I said, the only thing I've been waiting on in reference to the situation was when the suits was going to come out.
When the suits
because they'll always tell you the suits come out. The suits try to come out to either hide something or I always say to hide something. Because it's going to be an internal agreement of, NDA sign off.
My thing when it comes to what you just said is this now. You know what I'm saying? And I might be sounding like an asshole when I say this, or ignorant. Because I technically don't know the law, but my thing is if she as in Jaguar Wright is telling the truth, how can you sue her?
Yeah, but what Tevin Campbell got to do with this?
Because she probably done said something.
She didn't mention everybody from Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, she just gotta be careful with that.
She said that that's the thing. She ain't putting no punches won't get nobody. She bringing it don't matter who it is.
And
bro.
I sent something to our page. Like
she pulling up everybody, bro. From Al B. Shore.
But see, this is the thing.
Campbell,
everything that she has said, she has been saying from the start. And it seems as if everything that she is saying has truth, substance. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody said nothing about this girl. Ain't nobody tried to take her out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's fully
everything she said about did it been true thus far.
Everything is a ploy because if you're going to look at how they searched it. Okay, well, when they searched his crib, I think it was a Florida and a New York. I can't remember which one it was.
California and Florida.
One of the properties they searched had another mansion on it.
Yeah.
They never went into it.
Yeah. He had a second location.
Yeah, they didn't. They never went into that. They never went into that at all.
Because they knew. They went into the main.
They would say they went into the main house, got what out of that. Bro, they only came out with a garbage bag and a box this big.
Yeah, because they knew what they were searching for, bro. They went in there specifically
for hard drives and CD discs, bro.
Christian, his son, made a song. It was supposed to be like a diss towards 50 Cent, but he ended up saying, "Hey, y'all searched the wrong crib."
You know what I'm saying?
He told him. Y'all searched the wrong crib.
That's what I'm saying.
They already knew, though.
They knew that,
because if you think about it, how in the hell do you think that they knew where them tunnels were?
Yeah,
they had a tunnel in the L.A. house.
They gotta know where properties
went to the went to Hugh Hefner house.
Yeah, that was always
it was tunnels going.
Yeah, they had always talked about that though. But see, Hugh Hefner got away from here because he died.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
But they're trying to insinuate that, you know what I'm saying, like the tunnels were used to bring the children, the girls.
Oh, no doubt about it, bro.
All that, or whatever they were doing in there that way.
It was, like I told you, all this came down to because he should have shut the fuck up and let that damn liquor company alone. Cause
You
you heard
the only one that said that. You told me that.
So
and
this what it
Stanley
was.
Told me
This
that.
what it was. All right.
He was trying to get big off that liquor.
You know, he had already did a Ciroc.
Yeah,
he came out with some kind of tequila.
Yeah,
Deleon.
yeah.
What's it is?
Deleon.
Okay. The company tried to brand I said Kool-Aid shit. They tried to brand the liquor as a urban ghetto liquor. Like toward just black people.
Yeah, because they had like a lot of
Because it was cheap.
They were in business with George Clooney. He owns Casamigos.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know he owns all the Casamigos.
So he was trying to position himself to be marketed the same way.
He's trying to stay in the same lane with that.
George Clooney would be marketed, you know what I'm saying?
But they started throwing him in the Thunderbird alley. You know what I mean? They tried to throw him in the malt liquor and that shit right there. So he didn't like that. Because he was like, now you trying to market it to only these people. So I'm losing dollars from over here. Well, I want them over here too. You know what I mean? Because everybody buys Ciroc.
But at the same time, man, he had his own network, bro. Like,
That's
if
greed.
you want to market, you can market. Ain't nobody stopping you from doing it.
That's greed, though, because they just like how
That's what I was going to say. Greed.
that's the Jay-Z, and it's the Jay-Z form of it.
Because he was a billionaire, right?
Right. Because instead of using your own money, the Dame Dash method, when you take your money, put it back in instead of putting it back off and just saving yours and using theirs, but now you under their umbrella.
Yeah, you in debt. It's like
Now you basically in debt under control. So that's basically what you did. They giving you money. They gave like $715 million. Cool. But you got to do what they say.
But see, the thing about Diddy though. Regardless of what you saying, and I know what you saying has substance, because we done talked about this, and like I said, I done talked to Stanley about it.
Yeah, when he went left on that liquor company.
And like I said, that I've seen things about that on the net, so I know that has substance, right? But my thing is this. At the end of the day, Diddy is in the trouble he is in because he got reckless and he was thinking that he was above the law.
Bro, inherently he was.
No. But what I'm saying, no, technically, yes, but no, because now it's more or less like that book, $100 Million Slave. At the end of the day, no matter how much money that you have, there's still a way that they can put you in your place.
Oh, no doubt.
Somebody
higher than you, no doubt.
So that's what happened.
No doubt.
Yes, I ain't got no problem.
He got to run off at the mouth.
I ain't got no problem with you being the slut that you is. Now, if you like booty,
and you like consensual male butt, handle your business.
That's on you.
That's on you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? You like men one day, or in the morning you like men, at nighttime you like women.
I ain't
that's
into
on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But my
problem is
hey, them little girls, them little boys.
Yeah, because they said it was a 9-year-old, man. Like you doing, and I've seen clips on the net where he had a white girl in his lap. Yep. He didn't have.
You seen the one clip with
Ava
girl?
Yeah, like all.
You see the clip when Jay-Z come out the room?
Had a little boy.
It's a clip that I saw where P Diddy, like the children in the room. You can see the children in the room right here, and Diddy's on this side. He's coming out of the room like, yeah, dog, you got the room, shaking and dapping him up and shit.
Well, either way it go, it's like when you do dirt like that, it's gonna come out.
Yeah,
you know, what's done in the dark gonna come in the light.
It all depends on if somebody decide they want to be outside in the light looking like a flashlight.
But see, this is the thing. You get reckless because you are involving the whole entertainment world. You're involving politicians.
Everybody.
That's for blackmail.
Everybody.
That's for blackmail purposes.
It was for blackmail.
Definitely. To keep power.
And keep people quiet. Yeah. And like they said, like the dude said, that's how you
The penguin?
Yeah.
You remember how the penguin first came episode 1?
Yeah, he took everybody's shit.
He went in that damn man place,
he took everybody's shit.
Busting that shake, and the first thing he saw was a bunch of pictures on politicians, the mayor.
That John Wick shit, same thing on the John Wick shit. The dude that he had when he went and burnt up all this shit on with the Russian dude. What he went and burnt up, all his blackmail shit that took his power away. All the shit he had on all the commissioners and all that shit. And that's how he lost his power when the Joker went in there and burnt out. What that Joker? It was on one of the movies. I can't remember what it was because it was all in a bank. Yeah, it was all in a bank. When they went in there, it was a Russian dude. That was John Wick.
Yeah,
that was John Wick.
Yeah,
that was John Wick too. Yeah, that was John Wick too.
No, that was the first one.
When he got into it with the son.
That was the first one.
You know, because he killed the son.
Yeah.
And the daddy stuff was when he went in there and burnt all his stuff up once he started getting at the daddy.
He wanted to kill the son.
Exactly.
He hadn't gotten to him yet.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the first one.
Exactly.
But yeah, you're right. He did burn up everything in the bank.
That's the only reason that you got cameras in every way. And they said they was doing cats to get these. They were like, how you getting these cats in them slave deals? But they were saying, now that they saying that the oil, they said it was saying it was shit in the oil, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was stuff in the oil. Like if you put the oil on, like say you go take a shower or something, and then you just
then
next thing you know,
same thing with like the juices.
Yeah,
they weren't putting it in like the liquors. They were putting it in the like mixers.
They were putting in stuff that you wouldn't never, the stuff that you would grab thinking that you were good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you like, you know what? I ain't gonna drink nothing. I'm just gonna give me some cranberry juice or some shit. That's what they getting your ass in.
Yep.
That's what they getting you. Then next thing you know, you wake up in the morning.
That's what was in the baby bottle.
Yeah, in the baby oil.
Baby oil.
In the morning, they slide that contract at you like this, like, all right, bro.
It wasn't baby oil. See, everybody tripping because they thinking that he just had a bunch of baby oil for the freak offs, but no, that wasn't baby oil from my understanding. That's what the shit was in.
Yeah.
And they just squirted in whatever, like D said, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what they were accusing Bill Cosby of doing, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody did that shit.
And the Bill Cosby situation, it's just like the situation you were saying with Diddy. Bill Cosby kept trying to buy NBC and do all that. They told him to leave it alone, you feel me? He come again. All right, we got something for your ass.
Got your ass right on up out of there.
You know, here come them women. You know what I'm saying?
You got right on up out of there on your ass.
Same as Deshaun Watson.
I mean,
I want out of Texas. Oh, okay, you gonna do it like that? Okay, we got something for you.
Boom.
And he ain't been the same.
Ain't been the same since. But they finna drop his ass. They bitch to say James Wilson today. James Wilson on the field today. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got something you want to bring to the fold today, Murder?
We just got some quick hits. Y'all ready for quick hits?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
0-0. Football.
Let's get it.
You.
Let's see. Let's talk about NFL MVP debate. Let's do it. MVP debate.
Ooh, it's kind of early.
All right.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
The question
MVP.
is, yes. Okay, so the question is, should it always be a quarterback?
No, hell no.
Okay. What other positions?
Not in my opinion.
Okay.
I just think that it can be any position, like, to be honest, because like it can be a wide receiver, it can be a linebacker, it can be a safety.
Yeah.
Because whoever is the leader and that dominant, factor on the team. You know what I'm saying? Right now, MVP, most valuable player of the NFL right now. Ooh, I would have to honestly go. I will honestly have to go, my opinion, with Justin Jefferson. All because he has the Minnesota Vikings, in my opinion, playing the best in the NFC. And I know that, it ain't just him, but him and everybody on their offense is helping Sam Darnold look like the Sam Darnold of USC. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the first somebody to come off my head. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because they playing the best right now in the NFL. They have the best record. Patrick Mahomes, I had to put him up there too because they undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He's the reigning Super Bowl MVP champ. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to throw him in the mix too.
Okay.
Nah.
Mine gonna be way out left field.
I want to put my boy in there too because of how he playing.
Who?
But they don't have a record good enough.
Who?
Excuse me, y'all. Saquon. He the leading rusher in the NFL. He ain't been shit in a long time. He's always been known for being injury prone, not being able to finish the season. I know we got a better offensive line, but right now, to be honest, with my inconsistent play out of Jalen, regardless of what it is, maybe because, like I said, when Jalen had all his weapons, they look pretty good offensively against Green Bay.
Yeah.
But since then, they've been up and down like a roller coaster. But Saquon been carrying them offensively. But I'm just saying it's kind of early. This is just week 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
what you say, D?
MVP. Now, to answer the first part about the quarterback, honestly, yeah, it should be a quarterback every year. The reason why I'm going to say is this.
Break it down.
In the age of what we got right now, you're never going to put a load on a running back to give him that much. Do you know when the last person, name me, I looked this up, name me the last non-quarterback to win the MVP.
I can't even think of who it was. Yeah, shit. Honestly, I can't.
I looked it up.
Who was
It's been about
Who was
about 13 years.
Who? Defense?
Yep.
Okay.
2012.
But you
got to look at it. Look what he did. He put a two-band season up. And you ain't going to get... It's too many two-back systems. It's not enough one-back systems. You don't have the Emmitt Smiths. You don't have the one-back, one-throughs.
Let me
ask
you this. The year that the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, right? And my defense broke that record for the most sacks. They came in like second place behind somebody when it comes to sacks in the season, right? And I think Hassan Reddick had like 24 sacks, close to 30 sacks, and they went to the Super Bowl. You don't think that he deserved to get MVP?
Hassan Reddick?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Be in the conversation.
In the play, hell no. Bro,
that hadn't been done since like Lawrence Taylor.
I understand.
Or I'm going to tell you somebody else. Your boy, Robert Mathis, and the other one, Freeney. They should have been up for it.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm not saying that. But hear me out, though, D. It's not right, though. Because it's...
Why it's not? Because if you don't have Nick Foles come in when he go down, fuck them 24 sacks. You ain't scoring no points. You got to put Jacoby Brissett in that motherfucker.
When I won it, bro. I'm talking about when we went with Jalen them and lost. He did not play with them. Hassan Reddick.
Are you talking about when you lost to Kansas City?
Yeah.
No.
I'm talking about that year there when he had all them sacks himself.
Talking about, but you got
Hassan Reddick, bro.
Bro, I understand what you're saying. He had a great monumental year, but you had pieces around him. And when you put places like Patrick Mahomes and what he took there by himself, the LeBron, I say he's the LeBron of football because he'll take 4 matchsticks, a cups, a camera, and 2 beepers to the Super Bowl and win it.
I understand.
So that's the hardest part for you to take it from a quarterback.
I don't think he won MVP that year.
He did.
Not of the regular season, bro.
Nah, Lamar Jackson won that one. He won the year before that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I say, to who my MVP is this year, it's going to be 2 people. It's going to be one left field, one that makes sense. First one, Jaden Daniels from the actual Washington Commanders. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. It's the fucking Washington Commanders, and they in the top of the fucking NFC right now. And that's the only thing they added. They didn't add nothing else but them and the damn coach. Second, Lamar Jackson. Because I don't, outside of Allen in Buffalo, I don't see anybody else who's, if I take an MVP as a person, if I pick you out, nobody else can fill that piece. That's the MVP. If I can put anybody else and fill that piece, because you pull Patrick Mahomes out, boom, they're not that. You pull Lamar Jackson out, boom, they're not that. You pull Josh Allen out, boom, they're not that. I don't care who else you put there. Those the type of statistics and type of impact that I see on the MVP. That's why I don't know why the fuck they be talking about Dak Prescott. That damn Jared Goff do that damn shit every year.
That ain't necessarily true though, because look at here.
Remember, those are your last MVPs.
But I'm just going on what you said about you taking that player off that team and they not being able to do that. Because if you take 2 away from the Dolphins...
He's not an MVP candidate.
But I'm just saying he has MVP caliber numbers, though, every year. Last year, he led the NFL in passing yards, bro.
Right, but he wasn't even 5. I think he was 5th in MVP because of his impact. It's not him, it's Tyreek and Waddle. He didn't become a 5,000-yard passer until Tyreek got there.
But guess what, though?
2,600 yards the first year. Remember, we looked at that.
D, but everybody can't play in that system, though.
What you mean?
Every quarterback, you can't put every quarterback in Miami.
Yes, you can. The key thing about them is getting the ball out fast.
And everybody can't get it out fast enough.
But they're not winning games, so somebody has to be getting out fast enough.
That's what I'm saying, and that's Tua right now. I'm just saying, though, like, you going on what you just said, any quarterback ain't gonna be able to go there. Like Josh Allen got a cannon, but just because he got a cannon don't mean he gonna get it out because he like to pump fake.
But he been top 3 in the MVP for the last 3 years.
He has been.
Only reason been tripping him up is Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
Why has he been in the MVP race?
Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
I'm just saying, why has he been in the MVP?
He has been top 3 every year.
Why though?
Because of what he does. He as of number right now, he's going to put up the most statistics next to Lamar Jackson as a quarterback when you combine rushing and passing. So if you pull him out of that offense, notice they've been consistent whether they had Diggs, whether they had this person or that person. Matt Milano, their best defensive player, and been out for 2-3 seasons in a row. Von Miller don't hardly damn play. They'd have a musical chairs of receivers, but Josh Allen has been there consistent, and they've been in the top of the AFC ever since he's been there. Just like Patrick Mahomes, the only consistent other than Andy Reid and Travis Kelce. Everything else is musical chairs.
Either way it go, that's
like Lamar Jackson. If you take Lamar Jackson from Baltimore, they're nothing.
At the end of the day, though, regardless of what you're saying, it's not fair.
Okay.
So
you should be able to have a defense. If your defense number one and your bread and butter is your defense, you know what I'm saying? I feel that a defensive player should be eligible for MVP.
Yeah, I think they are, but you got to look at it. The last person
all
I want
to talk about is offensive players.
But think about it, and I'm gonna just ask you this one question. I really want you to answer me. Other than somebody like maybe Aaron Donald in the last 20 years, tell me a defensive player that has made that much impact as if somebody like the last defensive player when it was like, I think, Lawrence Taylor. Or either some. Think about it, bro. Lawrence Taylor later came from a team as a rookie and took as a defensive player and took him to the Super Bowl.
But you saying last 20 years though, D, that's not a fair estimate because in the last 20 years they have made the NFL a game where it's more offensive. So you can't be as aggressive as defensive players want to be. But if you want to say the last 20 years, you can name anybody off that Seahawk defense. Cam Chancellor.
That could be MVPs?
Yes, sir. The year they won the Super Bowl. No. Yes, sir, you could have.
The reason why
sir, you could have.
But remember this now.
They whooped everybody.
But you remember an MVP is the most valuable player. So that means that this player is more valuable than anything else on this team. I don't give a fuck what it is.
I understand that you saying that.
Let me ask you, has the MVP came with like a raise since you saying they the most valuable player?
No, it don't come with no raise. It's just a trophy.
It's just a trophy. It's just acknowledgement from your peers.
Favoritism.
That's it.
It ain't even from peers.
It ain't even like
it's
negotiation.
Writers.
It's writers. Yeah, that's where the bias come in.
You can go in and negotiate with. I've been an MVP X amount of time.
The only thing that does is when you get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know, that was going to your Hall of Fame, like MVPs and Offensive Player of the Years, Pro Bowls.
I think it's a little biased. Because like I said, the sports writers and all them, they the ones that vote on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like you have sports writers and media people like Stephen A. has a vote. You know what I mean? Like all Hall of Famers that's in the Hall of Fame have a vote for Hall of Fame, along with sports writers. But for the MVP, those are basic sports writers.
What you call it was a lockdown corner for a long time. Darrell Reeves. You mean to tell me one of them years, and he was actually the best player on the defense. Because he shut down the whole side.
Guess why
you mean tell me Dion?
I'm
just saying I can name defensive players.
But go back into the time.
You saying 20 years.
Go back into the quarterbacks. Think about the quarterbacks you talking about in that time. Darrell Reeves, guess who he was dealing with? Peyton Manning and goddamn Tom Brady. You ain't beating them out for what the fuck they are to their teams. That was the problem. When you got players like that winning MVP, it's hard as hell to get off a quarterback who throwing 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
But I'm just naming, at the end of the day, though, D, he still played against those guys, and those guys still had hard times against him. They might have ate all the other corners up on that field, but if they threw to his side 20 times, they might have only gotten maybe 8 completions.
The killer part about it, you can't say that about Brady because Reeves was on his team.
Not the whole time, though.
Majority of it. No, he left the Jets and went to the Patriots.
I know, but he was at the Jets longer.
No, he wasn't. He was at the Jets for 5 years. 6, maybe 5 or 6 years.
He was at the Jets longer.
Go back and look. It's about the same.
Google it.
No, you said for real. It's about the same.
It ain't no about the same. He was at one longer.
So, end of the day.
I know it.
End of the day is this. I can show it to you. But at the end of the day,
I'm waiting.
But at the end of the day,
I'm gonna go to the next question.
you still can't downplay the quarterback.
All right, we got one more.
It's still biased, D.
Quick hit. Let's see.
And I wasn't even just saying defensive players. I was just saying it shouldn't just be quarterbacks dominantly.
Let me ask you this.
You know what I'm saying?
Should there be an offensive and a defensive MVP?
It is an offensive and defensive player of the year.
Okay.
So you do have those, though. You do have that. So you have
like the one that's recognized the most is
MVP. Yeah, it's
usually on the offense.
Yeah, it's just usually because it goes back to what he's saying because it's become an offensive league. But I still feel like with that, you do get a lot more opportunity for defensive statistics because it's so offensive. You can't be as aggressive, but you have more time for picks because the ball gonna be in the air more.
But even still, though, D, at the end of the day, if you look at the NFL through its entirety, you have defensive players that you can name that made an impact to the point where they could have, like Ronnie Lott. He was the shit on that defense. Derrick Thomas.
Yeah.
All-time leading sack leader for one season until I think one of his boys broke.
But then you gonna compare
You know what I'm saying? I'm just naming folk off the top of my head
then you go back.
that were so good. The middle linebacker for the Chicago Bears in '85.
Are you talking about Michael Singletary? I can go with you.
I'm just saying, like, you can't tell me that he didn't deserve defensive player out of 1 year
talking about defensive
of
player
his
of the year?
career.
Talking about defense?
No, not
MVP.
MVP. That's
bro,
what we're
think
talking
about what I'm saying. You gotta
Richard
look.
Dent.
You gotta look at it, bro. This was during the time when you playing with 4-for-4 Joe, bro. Come on, bro.
But at the end of the day, you still try. I'm not trying to say that you wrong. All I'm telling you is at the end of the day, they wrong. Yeah. Because you can name some defensive players that you can say, nah, give it to him. I don't care what you say, bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
Has Aaron Donald got MVP?
No.
Okay, then, and you know he deserved it.
No.
You don't think Aaron Donald deserved MVP at least the year they won the Super Bowl, man?
No.
Man, please.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. I'm not downgrading Aaron Donald as being a generational defensive player. I guess with my mindset of it and how I look at it, maybe I'm biased because I'm an offensive mind, but I've coached defense too. But I just look at the impact and what a quarterback plays. Every time that ball is snapped, he's touching it on the offensive side. On the defensive side, he may be calling a call, but he's not impacting the play every time it's snapped. When that ball is in play on the offensive side, that quarterback has to impact every position on that field. And that's the reason why I think they put more earnest on what they do. Because if I'm a linebacker, all thing I'm doing is covering the middle, and I might cover running back. But if I'm a quarterback, I cover the whole field. Bob, I'm with you though. I'm not saying that defensive players hadn't been impactful, but I just don't think they have been as impactful as quarterbacks can be.
All right. We're gonna go on to the next one. This is gonna be a quick hit. All right. What's the best all-time rivalry? Packers versus Bears, or Cowboys versus Eagles?
Me, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have to say Packers Bears.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back because of the history in it. It's so early. It was kind of the origination of football, you know, the original Super Bowls and stuff like that. Yeah. Cowboys and Eagles, I think it came a lot later. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I think our rivalry started in the 90s. I think it was late 80s, early 90s. You know what I mean? So can you get what I'm saying? With the what's the boy? Ridge Wright, and Buddy Ryan and all that before that, right?
Buddy Ryan and all.
So I give it
Johnson first got this.
Yeah, so I give it to the Packers Bears.
Okay. No Packers Bears. What about you, E?
No doubt.
It's gonna seem like it's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him one more question.
I mean, the Packers and the Bears have been playing long.
For sure.
Yeah, they historic teams.
Like, they're two teams that actually started football.
But I think y'all rivalry is more fierce now. The hate between y'all rivalry now is more fierce.
That's why I was gonna say the Eagles and the Cowboys, because they really hate each other.
Yeah, I put the Eagles and the Cowboys next to the Falcons and the Saints.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the hate bowl. I don't know if y'all have ever been to a fucking Falcon game or a Saints game when they play the Falcons. Bro, I tell you, if you want to go to a game that's like Iron Bowl-ish type of shit, go to a Saints-Falcon game.
Yeah, I got to go with the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, this is my reason. The Bears and Green Bay is a good rivalry, but it has been lopsided. I think the Eagles and the Cowboys is more close.
Okay.
The Cowboys are ahead. I would give them being ahead, but I really think that
Eagles
closer than
Saints Falcons.
I think Green Bay has dominated the Bears a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, Green Bay has been that team winning championships for years and winning that division and getting the best of the Bears for so long.
Bears got
they
them in the
don't
80s.
like each other.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think overall Green Bay has been winning, because that's the only era I think that the Bears were beating them, and that's the 80s. That's it.
Early 90s, like 90, 91, and that was it.
I don't know about that, because that when they had Brick.
That's right. They won 2 years. They won 2 years.
Then, you know, the Bears were garbage because they had Rex Ryan and all them.
I want to ask you a quick question. Total different subject.
Okay. We'll close out on this one.
Bronny James.
Ooh, the debut?
The debut of Bronny James, bro. Did you see it?
Bronny is gonna be like a Marcus Smart, in my opinion. He's gonna be.
Don't you fucking ever? Don't you do that shit?
He's gonna be known for a defense.
No,
that's all
don't you ever mention that man and Marcus Smart.
He had 3 blocks.
Don't tell him how many blocks, how many points he had.
Yeah, but 2. But that's not what they got him for. He's not known for shooting.
Don't be look. You like my boy.
Known for shooting. That's why I say like Marcus Smart.
But don't
Marcus
show
Smart
me
is
now.
known for defense.
Look, don't show me none of the workout. Him hitting 20 shots in a row. Hit him in the goddamn game.
I ain't showed you shit.
I'm just talking shit.
Oh, okay.
But I just think this. I think he's going to have to grow. I think he should have let him play in the G League this first season, at least to the halfway season, to get him going, to get him used to it, bro. Because I think them lights going to get fucking huge.
He's not going to play that much. He's going to ride the bench, and the only time he going to hit the floor is blowout games. Just so they can say that at the end of the day,
he's going to be the bad guy for the
with
white
his
boy.
daddy. You understand what I'm saying? 1. 2.
Hey, LeBron.
It's more or less like this.
LeBron.
They figured that he'll get the best tutelage with professionals than what he did in college.
No doubt.
And I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm just saying don't dog the young man.
I ain't gonna dog him. All I'm saying is LeBron, when he get on the floor, don't pass the ball to nobody else.
But see, that's
pick and roll, you and Bronny all night.
That's why I
pick
made the reference.
Don't
Marcus
pass
Smart,
it to nobody.
Because his thing is he's just gonna pass, rebound, and play defense. He's not gonna shoot the ball unless he's gonna come down the lane and dunk, or lay it up. He's not shooting.
He missed that.
You know what I'm saying?
He missed the hoop though. He missed the hoop.
I mean,
he's gonna be. I'm not gonna say Marcus Smart. I'm gonna give you Patrick Beverly. And that's for the erratic. Because the only reason I'm gonna say that because of the erratic, because of his erratic shooting.
I go with that, bro.
Because believe it or not, Pat Bev can get funky. Because he over there getting funky over there across the seas right now.
Sure.
Because Pat Bev, you have like 35 in high school. Pat Bev was a motherfucker for real. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He dumbed his game down to play in the NBA because he wasn't asked to do what he was doing because he played for Chicago. I think it was Chicago. So I think he's a good player. I think he's gonna be real physical. He's going to be a high-energy defensive player. You know what I mean? Pick you up 94 feet type of defensive player. You know what I mean? Garbage points. You know what I mean? Layups, like you said, transition layups, because I think he's fast, just like his daddy. And, you know, he can get up. You know what I mean? Like that, stuff like that. So I think he'll average, this is my average for him, 8, 5, and 4.
I'll take that.
If you can get 8, 5, and 4, I think you all right.
I think you did a little bit too much with the 8. I'm thinking more or less like
think about what I'm giving him, bro.
Between 4 and 6.
No, I'm giving him fucking 2 points a quarter. 2 points a quarter. That's 2 fucking free throws.
I don't even think he gonna even play.
You see them? But can you see what I'm saying?
4 quarters though.
Even if he gets in garbage time in the 4th quarter, I think you guys can actually. I think you're gonna be better in the West because Denver is broken. That was your only kryptonite. We need to beat the shit out of them twice already. You know what I'm saying? So I think y'all gonna be better. I just think that having him on the team is a great distraction because everybody's gonna be looking at him.
Well, to be honest,
you know what I'm saying?
Since we're talking about the Lakers,
they're gonna be looking at Brun. They're gonna be critiquing Brun. They're gonna be critiquing Brun.
But since we are talking about the Lakers, just to be 100, the Lakers still need to, in my opinion, need to make one more trade
for
to get another shooter, a more experienced
somebody.
I don't know, but they need to get somebody like I wouldn't give a fuck who it is, but they need another shooter.
See, bro, the harder thing about y'all, bro, is that y'all ain't got no money. You ain't got no picks. And you ain't got nothing to give. That's why y'all don't move nothing.
But the only thing I'm hanging my hat on is the fact of the matter is one guy that's not happy where he is and he wants another ring.
Who?
And I think that he'll be the best person for us to piggyback off of by LeBron being old and AD being injury prone.
I know you ain't finna say this.
I'm not gonna say your name, but you already know where I'm going. You already know.
Jimmy Butler.
No, fuck no.
Oh shit. Who?
Oh, Kevin Durant.
He ain't coming over though. His legacy is beating LeBron twice. I don't think he'll ever time. I don't see him teaming up with him.
But now
that's his legacy.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, and when you known for piggybacking off the greatest team ever, it comes to a time where you like, okay, well, I just want rings. Now, they already ain't giving me props for the ones I won. I just want rings.
No, I think they do give them props for them, too, because they already know. Because the reason why I think they give them props for those.
They don't give them props. That's
because the only thing they added after that year was him. So you got to give it to him.
But that was the point, though, D. You went and got the second best scorer of all time, arguably, with the best scorer, shooter of all time, and the second best shooter of all time. Like LeBron said, it was a juggernaut. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I always argue with people when they talk to me about Jordan. I say, hey, man, I don't have no problem with you telling me he was great. But tell me a team that he had to go to that was constructed like that.
Damn.
And in his form of the playoffs where he played.
That's why I'm a firm believer.
That's why I said if you give me Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, you don't give me no other player. Don't talk about no other player. You can't tell me one player from 1970 to 2005 that matched any of their skill set.
See, Murder.
Yes, sir.
Got something you want to add before we wrap it up, G? Any other quick hitter?
Quick hitters?
Any other one? One more for the road?
All right, let's do one more.
One more for the road.
Since we on basketball.
Like when you get up
tie
on the
game,
mic.
Man.
Like when you get too
tie
quiet
game, man.
sometimes.
3-3 Pittsburgh and the Cowgirls.
All right. Do y'all think the NBA season should be shortened?
No.
I don't think it need to be shortened, but I do think the preseason should be abbreviated. Because a lot of it's not just like kind of like what you're doing. Because it's basically the first 10 games of the NBA is turned into the first 4 games of the NFL. Because nobody plays a lot in the preseason now. So you're only starting to get ready once you start to get everybody playing.
I think
you know what I'm saying.
Instead of
I think baseball
instead of the season being shortened when it comes to the NBA, I think they need to do something else. I think they need to implement something like what the MLB does do, though. I think that instead of having an in-game tournament, I think they need to cut that shit out and have it where you have series, where you have like the best out of 3 during the regular season.
For what? In reference to doing what does it give you?
Is giving you more hyped games, kind of like what they did in the in-season tournament, but excuse me, y'all can it can be more or less like, like a series that somebody really want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like the best out of three when it comes to the Lakers and the Celtics in the regular season, instead of it being 1-1.
But think about it. It gotta have something to where it's beneficial. Where like, if we put them there, that they're playing East and West. Where if the Lakers win, then the West will get home in the finals. See, that's
something that they need to do towards the All-Star game.
That was an All-Star game.
That's what they need to do when it comes to that, because it's like you got too many teams. I'm just saying. Like, I just used the Lakers and the Celtics.
Yeah, I was just giving you, no doubt. I was just giving you as
you
this
can
like
also have New York and Philadelphia. Like, it can be different.
Because the in-season tournament is as a meaning like it's something. I think the person who wins it is a home team in the playoffs or something like that. So whatever you put in, it got to have something where it goes to the end of until postseason play.
But to go back to your question, though, I don't think that they need to actually shorten the season. I think they might need to have an intermission or something. Yeah. Because, like, at the end of the day, you have the best basketball when they have a break. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if the All-Star week, if you make it instead of a weekend and make it a whole week where these guys actually get a week off.
They do. They stop off that side when you lock that last game, you look at it. Because I always, because
it don't be a week, though, D.
It's from Sunday. It's from Sunday to Sunday. Don't bullshit. Because, when you get to the All-Star break, if you go back and look at it, I want you to look at it. Once you get shorter to the All-Star break, once you short it, it's only about 5 teams playing because majority of the NBA has already stopped playing. So it's more beneficial, detrimental to the teams that ended because they're the last teams that playing. Because if you look at it like the last 2 to 3 days before, it's only 1 or 2 games on.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Still be games on.
So but you ain't got the whole NBA ain't playing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's still not fair.
For them teams, you're right. I'm agreeing with you.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody needs a little break. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to play for the All-Star game. Mm-hmm. So, we know they ain't playing no defense. It's just all offense, and they not really physical like that. Right. But, like, I think you need to have a break, man. Like, it's just other things that they can do. Like, you having an in-season tournament, man, that means that they're going to be playing harder because, they jockeying for position. But if you have it where they have a little break, that means that they don't have to do that load management shit, you know what I'm saying, where you're lying about an injury, talking about, Anthony Davis has soreness in his ankles. You know what I'm saying?
But they put that provision in there now, so when they put that provision in there now, I think that definitely... and I'm going to ask y'all about that. What do y'all think about that part in reference to the MVP? Because, now in the NBA, you have to pay, if you don't play at least like
80% of the game.
You're not eligible for MVP. So that hurt people like Embiid and, those typical players that's usually about 30, 40 games out. By midway through the season, they're out of the MVP race.
I think that's another way of getting the best out your superstar, because at the end of the day, it's more or less like you gonna have to grind if you want this.
See, I think that part hurts more than that. I think that hurts more than the other part we're speaking about in reference to the break you're saying. I think that putting that provision on hurts more than not having a break. Because now you're forcing because you do have some players that will have an injury that'll force it through. But now you're forcing yourself to play through everything.
But see, my thing when it comes to that is, let's just say 75% of the NBA, all they do is just shoot in the gym. They're not really taking care of their bodies by working out or doing everything that they really need to do in the off season. A lot of these motherfuckers wait until close to time to report.
So let me ask you a question when you're saying that.
If you take care of your body in the off season, and I'm not saying every day, but let's just say 3 days out the week you go and work out, and the other 2 you go to the gym and shoot around. I'm just saying, if you are trying to harden your body, you know what I'm saying, and you doing certain things to prepare for the season, I think that's gonna eliminate some of the injuries and the dings, and you know what I'm saying? So you can play a full 82 games.
Older, so their bodies ain't the same.
Right, so let me ask you a question.
I understand, and they've been playing for years running their hardwood floor.
So let me ask you a question. Who you think take care of their bodies better, players in the 90s or players now?
Oh, that's
now.
Cool. So think about
now. And
Yeah,
the reason being is no, not more money, but the fact that had something to do with it. But the first thing popped in my mind was looking at The Last Dance and
the
listening.
drugs.
They were drinking beer at halftime, smoking joints before the game and at halftime.
Eat hot dogs, smoking weed, and getting head.
Yeah, but the thing about it did though, what I'm saying. Yeah, but look, check this out though, D. At the end of the day, you already know that these boys have better stuff. Like you got, they have hyperbaric chambers. They have other things.
Now think about this.
That they didn't have back then.
But why now are less players playing 82 games? And then in the 90s, you
because
go back and look.
At the end of the day,
90% of your NBA would play 82 games.
Go back to what you said, D. It go back to what you said.
And these the drug heads.
They protecting their investment. They're getting paid way more
alcoholics, smokers.
Yeah, so they trying to get their money's worth out these niggas, man.
So I'm just saying, I think
that's all that is, bro. They trying to get their money worth.
They gonna give them the best.
They're making more money off these guys. So it's like, okay, well, you know, hey, blah, 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 blah.
This is my joke, and this is the reason why I said that. Another thing, you ever notice that the players now all have hair?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Most of them.
90% of them got hair.
Yeah.
Go back to all your greats. They started with hair. All of them lost it. You know why? Just like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, just like you all, you know where I'm going with this. Bro, think about this. The 90s, baseball was hot, wrestling was hot. Bro, they never put the eyesight on basketball being the same way. Bro, you're not telling me that these drug head alcoholics was able to play 82 games unassisted when these hollow bag chamber, health-eating wheat almond milk drinking motherfuckers can't play but 50 goddamn games.
Yeah.
Y'all got the best doctors. Y'all eating the best food. Y'all, come on. But you telling me these motherfuckers who eat McDonald's and smoking blunts and cigars.
But you ain't hear what I'm saying? They protecting their investment.
Right, I agree with you.
That's all they do.
I agree with you. That's why I say
you getting paid triple the money they were getting paid.
And they ain't get paid nothing to do what they doing now.
200 and something million?
Yeah.
These cats, they make, man, you got cats that make one contract that you can have a team of players that played in the 90s. That whole team played their whole career. Yeah. We talking about 12 players on a team. And ain't now one of them, you put all 12 of them together, they made $200 million in a career.
Money is different now, though, G. Money is different. Money is different.
Yeah, it's just how you spend it, though. It's like now because, you know.
No, they getting way more money.
Right, because you have people like Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, architect. People always want to know why people love Jerry Jones. Because Jerry Jones is the architect on how every NFL owner is able to sustain their team without winning games. He created the collective bargaining agreement. When he created that and put all the proceeds from every vendor, pizza, T-shirt, I don't give a damn, it's all in one bucket. It's sliced down the middle 32 ways, and everybody get a cut before a seat is taught. Before you sell a ticket, you probably get $300 million in cash every season.
Well, on that note, y'all.
That's wild.
On that note.
I want one more other stat. I'm going to leave it out. Did y'all know that when you go to the playoffs, players don't get played in the playoffs? Y'all do know that, right?
They don't get paid?
I'm going to say this real quick. Yeah, I knew I was going to get that face from his ass. Guys, if you ain't never know this, I know this for sure. Y'all know that players' contracts, I'm only going to speak in football right now.
Oh, well, say that then.
I'm
speaking talking basketball. I know they get paid.
No, but I'm thinking it's basketball too. I'm going to tell you this.
No.
Listen to me.
It ain't basketball.
No, listen to me, bro. I promise you, look at it, you'll probably look at it. When you get paid, that's why they want to go to the end. Because your contract covers the season. It doesn't cover the postseason. Every NFL player gets $30,000 per game. I don't give a fuck what you are. Everybody get the same check. That's why it mean more about winning the playoffs for the ring, because you ain't getting paid. Your check is every week, the 16 weeks of the season, not the postseason. You see what I'm saying? You don't get paid for postseason game. You get paid up front, and you get a bonus for winning the AFC Championship. And you get a bonus for winning the Super Bowl.
I think it's a bonus each round you go up, though.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, watch this podcast. It's got cat that played for LSU, played for he was on the Falcon team when they lost to the Patriots, and dude that went to Auburn. Them two dudes, they talk about it. And like Madden checks, they all of them get a Madden check for like $40,000 or $50,000 whenever Madden drop. You know what I'm saying? Because they always say someone bet their Madden check and stuff like that. So yeah, you only get that certain amount, and it's through every playoff game.
Well, on that note, y'all.
Yeah.
On that note, it's been nice being able to talk to y'all again.
Exuberant.
Once again. Thank y'all once again for tuning in.
I wish I was gonna be able to say the Cowboys was losing, but
yeah, these bitch ass niggas driving too, man. Man, fuck Pittsburgh, man. If these motherfuckers lose, man, I don't want to hear shit.
I should have figured that because we beat Pittsburgh last week, and I know my coach sucks right now. So yeah.
But see, this is the thing though. I just thought they'll whoop their ass considering they got their best 3 defensive players out there.
So is.
You got
D's out, Lawrence out, and Parsons. So
yeah, all 3 of them.
You right.
And they struggling to move the ball on them.
But that's Pittsburgh.
Trash.
But as we on that note, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I say ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls. We surely appreciate you coming around and cutting up with the people.
Make sure y'all like,
subscribe, share, and holler at your boy. You will be seeing more of us out in these streets, man. When you see us, come cut up with your foe, man. Cut up with your foe.
Peace.
And on that note, y'all holler at us.